Marcotte and Facilities Director Gary Jackson. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
Going great. How about you?
Good, real good.
Good.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It is a new year.
Yeah.
It's a new year, time to refresh, re-energize, restock. You got a lot of behind-the-scenes work going on this month.
We do. Yeah, we're we decided last year that going forward with our exhibit schedule, how we manage it is we're going to tear pretty much everything out in January. So like the instead of changing one exhibit over at a time over the course of 4 galleries, in segments, we're just going to tear everything out.
Everything?
Everything. Well,
even the birds?
No, so not everything, because the birds are staying.
Oh, okay.
But the birds, we did just change over the Andrews exhibit. I think maybe a month or 2 ago, maybe 2 months ago, we changed that over. So there's new stuff in there. So if you haven't been there, come check it out. But we're changing over all of our main galleries.
You brought a picture of what the main gallery looks like as it's been stripped bare. Literally, it's gone. Everything's gone.
Yeah, everything's gone. So that was where
except for the
except for your mug. Yeah, strategically placed. Yeah. Some marketing for
I think that's got a session in that. That's historical,
That's the whole new exhibit's going to be built around that.
Right.
Definitely.
We'll send you a marketing contract or something later. But yeah, the Tyrese exhibit wasn't there. 40 Years in the Hood.
So
that came down.
The walls were white.
The walls were white. Yeah, we changed them. Yeah, we repainted all of that, doing touch-ups in all the other galleries. This is the only one that's getting like a totally new color, but.
I like the new color.
I like it too. Thanks.
I think you think about like websites. There are dark and light themes, and I think it's like dark background make like photos of things pop.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm a big dark theme guy. Same thing. Email.
Yeah.
Everything I look at dark themed. Yeah.
So we'll have to see how that affects what's hanging on those walls.
It's going to be contrasty. It's going to be cool.
I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, for sure.
So what is going to be on it?
So in that exhibit is going to be, that gallery is going to be an exhibit, Keep a Place for Me. It's an art exhibit featuring art from mainly reclaimed materials, 2-dimensional, 3-dimensional, from artists from throughout Michigan, and then a few from Wisconsin too. So it's going to be in there like, I would say kind of like a moodier, melancholy show. So that's going to be mainly like art focused. The other galleries, we've got Charles Chamberlain, Drawn to France, which focuses on the art of an individual who lived in Dexter around the turn of the century, traveled to France, learned, I guess, traditional Western art style, came back to Michigan, became a farmer.
We've had his art's been there.
Yeah, so initially, kind of like funny story, we were the first stop for that show, and it was still being built when we accepted it, so we didn't know what it was going to look like until it came. And when we saw it, we were like, well, we would have given this way more gallery space had we known what it would have looked like, but no one knew back then. But now we do, so we're like, bring it back.
It's a time to kind of get everything all freshened up too. Gary, you are in charge of the campus, all the buildings and facilities, and really a lot of changes over the last year.
There has. So we had one of our legacy donors donated the money for the parking lot. We changed all the lights, so they're all new LED lights in the parking lot, which really brightened it up. It's amazing how dim the parking lot was until we got the new lights up and noticed how different it was.
It's a big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah. It was
and then
do they keep the deer away?
No.
No.
They still leave their tracks around all the cherry trees around their property there. So, but the hostas, someone's got to eat it.
Yeah.
And then another project we have coming in the spring is the Kiwanis Club is donated money to put an ADA ramp onto the schoolhouse.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Because it's just 2 steps or whatever down.
We've had some mobility issues, not only with kids with wheelchairs or strollers, that kind of stuff. And then they're also going to be moving Popcorn Charlie, which is going to be cool. So
where are you going to move it?
So we're going to move Popcorn Charlie basically across farmland next to the general store.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be more parallel. So the Kiwanis Club donated the money, and then Willoughby's Concrete donated the concrete. So
Because Popcorn Charlie sleeps in a
in Popcorn Charlie's house,
Yeah.
the McCormick brothers are going to come and move the whole house,
Nice.
and then Popcorn Charlie's going to follow over there with them.
There's a whole ritual to wake him.
It is
It requires
Yes.
yeah 30 nights of
Now,
constant.
will you actually will Popcorn Charlie actually pop the popcorn?
He is
Yes.
capable of popping the
Yeah.
popcorn.
Okay.
Yes.
We, in years past, the first year we actually popped the popcorn, and then last year we just bought popcorn and put it in Popcorn Charlie.
Well, for authenticity, I'm going to recommend you pop the popcorn.
Sure.
Last time I got popcorn, I don't think you saw it, I think you give it away.
Yeah.
Last time I got popcorn at Popcorn Charlie's, it came out of a bag that said Wesco.
It did.
Yes.
Well, Wesco does have good popcorn.
I'm sure their popcorn's fine.
yeah
No one would know, really.
yeah. But next time.
Next
Yeah.
It was all about volume. Popcorn Charlie popped popcorn, but he doesn't pop that much popcorn.
I am looking forward to some of the things you've got planned. White knuckles and
Yeah.
wall jerseys. What's
yeah,
that?
that's the other big exhibit that we're putting in. A few years ago, we brought our history gallery back. That's been separated into two parts. There's Made in Jackson, which is one side, and that's pretty much permanent. It'll change. There are pieces of it that'll change, but that is, for all intents and purposes, that is the Jackson History Gallery. That's half of it.
It is. The Ellishamp Museum is the Jackson history.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And that's a role we take super seriously. So then what we're doing really is that half is going to be constant. Some of the objects will change, but the themes won't. The other half will be kind of like a specific focus of Jackson history. So like this past year, 2025, was Women Made, featuring, stories of women, both current, contemporary, and historic in Jackson County. That was super successful. We got a lot of really good feedback on that. So this next installation is going to be focused on sports in Jackson County, the history of sports, both contemporary and historical, but leaning a bit more towards the historical side. But it's really more focused on the sports side of Jackson County. So in there you'll see like Jackson Bombers. There'll be some golf stuff. I don't want to spoil too much, but we've got kind of an homage to the soapbox derby tradition in Jackson County, which we're both super pumped about because
Yeah,
we've been
it's
working
gonna
on that. But yeah, there will be some
Well,
interactives and
Tony Dungy,
yeah,
of course, is probably our greatest sports claim to fame.
yeah,
But-
Tony Dungy, and yeah, there'll be.
There's a lot. We've
Oh, yeah.
yeah. At
It's-
GTV, we've kind of dug into it a little bit.
Yeah.
And every time we do anything about our sports history, people eat it up.
Yeah. So it's gonna be the same, and like with the same thing. What I'll say with, as in similar to this, similar sense to like the women's history exhibit. We only have 1,400 square feet we're working with, so it's going to be a very specific sampling. It's not going to be everything in Jackson, because obviously that could take up all of our galleries.
There's so much. That's
Yeah,
a
there's
good
so
thing
much.
about the rich history of our community.
Yeah,
There's so
exactly.
much.
It's just a sampling.
On your website, there's a graphic that says Gray Box Gallery. What's that?
So in our back area, or kind of off to the side of one of our galleries, what we're doing is refurbing one of our galleries, what used to be the clock gallery, the Never Enough Time gallery.
There's a
All
lot
those-
of graffiti on that chalkboard back there.
Yeah, so that's all gone. That's part of the you didn't see that in the pictures, but that's part of our refresh. Is all that's uninstalled. Like that was part of Tyree's exhibit. That's gone now. But what we're doing is we're going to be tearing that gallery kind of like out, for lack of better terms, and we're going to be making kind of like this raw, industrial kind of new media gallery. So like pulling the carpets out, pulling ceiling tiles out, and making kind of this new space where I don't say like a blank space, but something that people could come in and build an exhibition specifically for the space. You know what I mean? Or like an artist could come in and kind of like interact with the space directly in a way that they haven't really been able to previously, in a sense.
Yeah, so we use black box
Exactly.
in theater, white box in retail.
Right.
And you're splitting the difference.
Exactly. Yeah. So you got it nailed on the head, and that's kind of where it comes from. Is that kind of like we want it to be a laboratory, essentially, is what we want it to be. So like in the same way, black box theater is a laboratory for theater. You can't dictate. You don't dictate the production with the space. It's the other way around. So really, we kind of want it to be this laboratory space where we're going to have like new media. We might be putting some like media players in there, projectors, stuff like that. It really depends, but yeah, we're super excited for that. I think there's a lot of potential for that.
Neat. Also, the planetarium, in addition to the museum closed this month,
Right.
planetarium is closed too, right?
Yes, yep. It's closed for maintenance. We're updating some computer systems and making the technology a little more user friendly as far as how the staff operate it, because it's old. The network tower in there is super old, so we've had some issues with it functioning. So we're completely redoing that while we're closed.
The box, the stained glass house in the front of Ella's house, that seems to be the talk right now. A lot of people are
Sure.
taking pictures, driving by.
Yep.
You know, it looks awesome, and at night even more so.
Yeah, with it being illuminated for sure.
Yeah. It's it's there.
Yeah,
Come check it out.
nice. And we should mention, because someone will say, well, why didn't you say anything about Jeremy? Jeremy Frew announced a week or so ago that he's decided to move on.
Yep.
He's been the executive director for
Over 2 years.
Over 2
2.5
years.
A little over 2 years, I
Yeah.
think.
and he, I guess, wants to get back into higher ed. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly, but yeah, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we wish him the best.
Yeah, for
he
sure.
He will definitely be missed.
So
Miss
we've
him a
got
lot.
the museum's closed until
February 3rd is when everything
Yep,
is to
first
reopen.
week of February we're back.
Yeah.
yeah, it'll be here before you know.
Oh, dude, don't
It will,
even-
yeah. The clock is sneaking up on us quick,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
All right, a lot of exciting things coming in 2026. Guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bart.
Appreciate it.
Yes, Harrison Marcotte and Gary Jackson from the Ella Sharp Museum.